All right, Shalom, breaking news. The U.S. drops bombs on Iran. Call hello, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach well. Peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing this work in truth and in sincerity. All right, and prophets, brothers are speaking on this right now. This is breaking news. All right. The U.S. bombs Iran. Okay, America is officially at war. So this war in the Middle East is heating up. All right, and we're witnessing the prophecy unfold, and we're to the point now where we counting down days before shit really, pops off. And they're trying. You can't believe everything you see on the media, and they've been trying to say that they're doing. Israel was striking Iran so they can stop them from creating a nuclear weapon. But there's sources that are coming out that saying that Iran already has a nuclear weapon. Okay, so as this thing heats up, we're witnessing Jeremiah 50. We're witnessing all the prophecies getting ready to really unfold. I mean, to the next level. This thing is going down. All right. So let's go ahead and read a little bit of this. This is breaking news. Breaking news. U.S. drops bombs on Iran. So now we see the least of the flock has drawn America into the war. So Bible prophecy is being fulfilled. So this shit about to get nuclear. And with all this stuff taking place, be on the lookout for major false flag attacks, T attacks in America. They already said that they got sleeper cells, and ultimately the ushering in of the mark of the beast. This is the next major prophecy is the mark of the beast. And this thing can come out within weeks, days. A major fault. We're one false flag attack from the mark of the beast. All right. It's going to be like 911. If you know 911, but it's going to be much, much worse. Okay. So this is unfolding, man. We're witnessing the prophecies unfold. As the scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra 9:5, the end is being what? Made manifest. And we've been telling you people about this, starting with the elder apostles 3 decades. And people thought we was crazy, right? Now everybody looking crazy. The whole world looking crazy. Everybody's eyes is on Israel right now. Everybody's eyes is on Iran. Everybody's eyes is on America. All right? So all the prophecy is about to be fulfilled, man. Yahweh Shai is coming back to give reward to the servants, the prophets. All right, so this is major news. This is breaking news. June 21st, 2025. Okay, so let's read a little bit. It says the U.S. military conducted airstrikes on Iran's nuclear facilities in Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan on Sunday morning local time, President Trump announced. Trump's decision to intervene directly in support of Israel's effort to dismantle Iran's nuclear program marks a historic escalation in the Middle East. Yeah, because now that America's involved, we already see that Putin is saying that if America were to get involved, it's going to get ugly. It's going to be a world war. And that's what's coming. We've been telling you World War III is in the Bible. This is coming. All right. And at the time of us doing these videos and going on YouTube, they're about to shut all these videos down. All the videos are going to get shut down. All the channels are going to be taken down. You're not going to hear from the prophets no more. You're not going to hear the truth. It's just going to be war and blood in the streets, man. Okay. So this thing is heating up. So it says an Israeli official said Israel was notified by the Trump administration in advance of the U.S. strikes in Iran. What they're saying, we have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran. And this is what Donald Trump has tweeted on his Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, now known as X. All right. It says all planes are now outside of Iran's airspace, Trump wrote on his social media. He said a full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. He continued, referring to Iran's most fortified uranium enrichment facility. Okay, it says there is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Okay, and let's go to a scripture for that. All right, that's what Trump said, right? Now is the time for peace after they just dropped bombs, right? So now we're on the lookout for what Iran and Russia is going to do, the retaliation. Okay, because there is going to be retaliation. This thing's going to heat up. Okay, because Iran already has a nuclear weapon. They're not going to tell you that on the news, though. They don't want to let you people know that. Remember, Iran is plugged in with Russia. Okay, so let's grab this, and I'm making this real quick. All right, I had to get on live because, hey man, spirit fired up, man. I'm excited, as brothers should be. Revelation 12, right? Rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. But what he said now is the time for peace, right? This is what Trump said after he dropped bombs. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So yeah, all the talks of peace and safety, man, that's all BS. What's coming soon is sudden destruction, man. All right. These two major nations, Israel and Iran, right? They both have allies, and all these allies are going to be drawn into this war. And we already see Jeremiah 50, which I'm going to grab it. All right. And that'll be that, you know. I mean, there's not much to speak on anymore. At this point, we told you, we went through all the scriptures. The elder apostle of Great Millstone broke all the scriptures down concerning World War III and what's coming. So now it's time for all these prophecies to just play out. All right. So let's go to what I'm going to. Jeremiah 50. Yeah, man. Call Lord Yahweh Shemiah was shot, man. It's very exciting times, man. This is big news, baby. So the mark of the beast is coming. It's got to be right around the corner. The mark of the beast, the digital implantable microchip is coming. Something big is about to happen in America, man. Something big is about to happen around the world. But especially here in Mystery Babylon, something major is going to go down that's going to lead to the mandatory microchipping. Okay, the mandatory microchipping, the mandatory RFID chip. All right, and you other Israelite camps that's been bullshitting, y'all gonna be found out to be full of shit. All right, false prophets. All right, we've seen it all happen. Jeremiah 50 and verse 45, it says, therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Babylon, which Babylon in the scriptures right here is talking about America. It says, in his purposes that he has purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock is Israel, the Israelis. Drawing who out? Draw America. So it's prophecy that Israel would draw America into this war. And that's what we see happening right now. This is being fulfilled as we speak. It says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations, right? Because this is going to turn to a nuclear war. This is the judgment of Yahweh Shemiah Washad, man. The lake of fire is going to be when these nuclear missiles get shot off and completely annihilate America, Mystery Babylon the Great. So prophecy is unfolding, man. And we've been telling you, I got thousands of videos on my channel alone. How much more all the prophets? So now's the time to be watching as well as praying, because this shit going down. Prophecy is popping off. All right. Let me grab one more scripture and we'll close it out. That'll be that. Okay. Man, call on Yahweh Shemiah Washad, man. I know brothers is fired up, man. Revelation 11 and 14, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Yeah, World War III is coming quick. And this is according to prophecy. Yahweh is about to send his son back, Yahweh Shai, to gather the elect and to destroy this place, America, man. So this is breaking news, and this is going to heat up. Look, man, there's going to be major attacks here in America, man. There's going to be major things taking place in the near future. All right? The third woe cometh quickly. World War III is at the door. The mark of the beast, man, we days away. Something big can happen within the next week, within the next few days. All right? And regardless of how long we got to wait, all we got to do is be patient and continue to wait, continue to watch. All right? So, hey, breaking news. The U.S. drops bombs on Iran. This is going to heat up. All right? Now we got to wait on the retaliation. What's going to happen next? You know? Continue to watch as well as pray. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is coming back. Shalom.